Hello everybody, welcome back to our PT classes with i-Chimes. So here I would be dealing with the speaking zone. I'm continuing with my speaking zone and covering the leftover part, which is describe an image. So how to go about describe an image, you'll be getting an image in front of you and you'll be having 35 seconds to focus or to look at the image, and then the recording starts. So describe an image is again of 15 marks, which is 5 for fluency, 5 for pronunciation, and 5 for content. So the first thing is that describe an image. The tip that I have to give you is that the image should have an organized presentation. Yes, which means you need to have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Introduction would always involve paraphrasing the image, which is what you see. There are 7 different types of images that you would get, and then you will have to identify the correct image, paraphrase it as to what actually are you seeing. The body would contain, please do not go into many details. Just say a highest point, a lowest point, that would be enough for the body part of the image. And then you need to have a conclusion. An organized detailing of the image would get you more marks other than just simply telling in English. Good English is enough, but then an organized representation will fetch you more marks. So 5 for fluency, 5 for pronunciation. Go for proper punctuation. Make good use of the image and identify it, give out the main points, and yes, use linkers and connectors. Linkers and connectors like firstly, followed by, secondly, hence, thereafter, in addition to. There are many linkers that you should put into use, and you might be getting 2 or 3 images. Yes, you can find a lot of templates in the market, or you just log into the YouTube, you would have a lot of templates. But please make sure, as I said in my previous videos as well, whenever you are using a template, make sure it suits the image that you're using. People generally have the templates where they identify the colors and vague. If you give a vague description, you shouldn't be expecting high marks as well. You have to give a quality representation of what you see. So I'll give you a detailing as a little about it. Let's go to the site and I'll show you how it works. So we'll be going to the Language Academy, and this is how it will just start it. Yeah. So this is the practice material, and you'll be going to further describe an image. So there's an image being loaded up. So we'll wait for that. And this is how recording starts in 25 seconds. Not to worry, the recording would only start once the image has been loaded. So you have 25 seconds to prepare to look at the images, and then when the recording starts after the beep sound, leave a second window period and then start speaking. And then be fluent with whatever you have. Use the good image, use of the image that is in front of you, and then you will have to start speaking, and the recording starts in the decreasing order, 3, 2, 1. You hear a beep and then you start speaking, and once you've done, you can submit. So please make sure there are 7 different kinds of images. You have graphs, line graph, table, pie chart, an image like this, maps, every different kind of thing. And please do not start everything in the same way, because you will be losing mark for your vocabs. And use good use of the linkers, like firstly, secondly. There are a lot of connectors, which if you need, we can give it out to you. There's a structure for this describe an image. And then once you're confident if you've done, you can always submit, and you would be marked out of 90 for this describe an image. Since I haven't submitted, let's submit, and this is how your image marking would look like. And please make sure you do not assume anything in describe an image. Everything should be valid. What you see, you report. Nothing less, nothing more. So this is how fluency, pronunciation, and content. Whenever your pronunciation goes wrong, you lose mark for your content as well. That's the saddest part of speaking zone. This has happened why? Because when you're pronouncing a word wrong, the system is not identifying anything in that system, in that content a word missing on, because you're pronouncing it in a wrong way. So whenever your pronunciation goes wrong, make sure that you are ready to accept that you lose mark in your content as well. And pronunciation mark അല്ലെങ്കിൽ fluency does not mean only pauses. Even a rhythmic pause will fetch you low marks. Rhythmic pause means എല്ലാം രണ്ട് വേർഡ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു pause ചെയ്യുവാണെങ്കിൽ you will lose mark for that as well, because generally we have a notion in our head that fluency അല്ലെങ്കിൽ pause means silence. No, a rhythmic break will also leads to a rhythmic pause. And something you have called is articulation rate, which all influences your pronunciation and your marks in speaking. Speaking zone is something where you can, in the whole of the PT exam, you can be sure to score well. So please emphasize more on your speaking and in your writing sessions, because that is where you're sure to get marks and obtain, you can make a lot of difference in your PTE exams. So this is how a PTE works, and if there's any query or any doubt related to PTE, please feel free to contact us or drop down your questions or your doubts in the link below. So till we meet next, have a nice day. Bye. Thank you.